Hey my Squidlings, it's Katie here, and welcome back to Traditional Wednesday, or Watercolor Wednesday, because I'm doing watercolor. So, like I just said, I'm doing watercolor, and this piece is, it was kind of inspired by a movie I recently watched. It was Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and I actually saw it when it came out in theaters 100 years ago. But I watched it again recently, and I was really inspired, so I drew a mermaid who is about to lure a man to his death, but he doesn't look too unhappy about it. And if you can see in the water, they're actually like red eyes, so it's like super scary. But I don't know, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. That's probably my favorite movie series ever in the whole world. And I want you to leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what your favorite movie or movies are, because I think that'd be pretty interesting to hear. So anyway, I haven't used watercolor in what feels like an eternity, so I'm kind of rusty, and I made a few mistakes that I just like, what is wrong with you? You know not to do this stuff. But I did it anyway. And yeah, so one thing I made a mistake about was not paying attention, just painting over the whole water, and I like covered up the eyes, and thankfully the watercolor I was using, they're actually pretty good at lifting, so there was not that big of an issue. And another thing, I wanted to keep this lineless and not have to outline it, but I don't know, I didn't like the way it looked without outlines, and so I went ahead and just added some outlines. Again, it's been a while since I painted in watercolor, so like with the skin, I should have painted it darker because I know that they dry lighter. I just kind of forgot that they dry light, so the shading was like non-existent. So I just want to say that I really like this piece, and yeah, I don't know, I was really happy with it. And my favorite part in this whole entire piece is the mermaid's tail. I like how it looked when it dried. It just kind of had this like multicolored effect, and I thought it looked really cool. And then another thing I really liked was I kind of separated the water from the fact that, you know, she's in the water, but I still showed what was underneath. And I really liked that. I thought it looked really good. Now, of course, there's probably going to be people commenting saying, oh, this is wrong. This looks really wrong. Because I've gotten a lot of comments like that lately, and it's really freaking irritating. Sorry. Anyway, I know that there are things wrong with this. There are a lot of things wrong with this picture. But I, as a whole, think it looks really good. And maybe down the road, I'll redraw it. And I'll be like, ha ha ha, this last one was awful. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. But personally, I'm really proud of it. I like it. I like the composition. I just like it in general. And I don't know. I just like it, okay? One thing I wish I had not done was in the water that's kind of in the background, so like the darker water by the little giant rock thing, I wish I hadn't painted over it because it kind of looks like the moon is reflecting off of the water. I painted over it, and it still kind of looks like that, but I ended up having to add like some white gel pen to make it a little bit more obvious that it was the moon shining off of it, because I decided to not be smart. So anyway, I took my brown colored Micron Pigma Pen, and I am just coloring it in. If you ever want to know anything I use in the video, I always have it listed in the description below, so go check that out. And yeah, this is really a boring part, but it's just the lining, and the hair took me an age and a half to line, so I'm sorry, I exaggerate a lot, but I think it's funny. So anyway, that was random, but I really like the way this turned out, and I hope you guys did too. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out a lot, and it makes me super happy to know what you guys like. Don't forget to subscribe to join our cute little squid pod if you haven't already, to keep updated on new videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and my art store is linked in the video description. And until next time, guys, toodaloo!